It's always good to open the chocolate calendar in the office. I think the best thing about the weekend, of course, is you get the 2 extra ones. It's a snowflake.
Where's the reindeer sitting in a snowflake picture? But there you go.
Fantastic. And if you don't have chocolate calendars in your office, you're missing out. If your boss or your manager didn't give you chocolate calendars,
You need a new boss.
you need a new boss or get them in for next year. So we've got episode 44 of the candidate Q&A this week. Thank you. We've got 4 questions this week, and we're just a week and a half before Christmas, the Christmas break. Now, for some, again, could be working all the way over Christmas. For many people, it seems that even this week is their last week.
Yeah.
And for others, they've probably got back-to-back Christmas parties, but not for everyone.
Unfortunately not.
Not for everyone. So, Karina is working out of Munich. She's an agile project manager, and she wanted to know, should she put her references on her CV? Do people ask for them? Should she also add them to LinkedIn and Zing? So what's your view on that?
Okay. People do definitely ask for them, for sure. Certainly as part of the process, at some point you'll be asked to provide a reference, at least I would hope so. With regards to putting it on your CV, I mean, it's kind of up to you. If you're comfortable doing that, and if your referees are comfortable with you doing that, if it's contact details, then yeah, if you feel good to do that, that's fine. I would say definitely get them onto LinkedIn and Zing. People do look at those, and certainly we do, or I do, and it just shows that someone's got that extra effort or extra miles to put a comment on you. Again, I think it's a good sign of what you were doing for them previously. So yeah, CV wise, up to you. If you think it's relevant, certainly they will be taken at some point.
You could even, Karina, put the name of your reference and a link to their recommendation on LinkedIn on your CV. So most people are reading CVs on their phone or on their desktop. So if you've got a hyperlink from your CV to that recommendation reference, and it did pose another good question, Karina. Mark made some good points there about making sure you've got those recommendations on LinkedIn. People do look at them and on Zing, but what you could also do is not only is that if you've got those reference points on your CV, but perhaps when you're talking to people, you can make sure you've already spoken to those references and pre-warn them that people may contact you. Often or not, people sometimes struggle with asking what the reference is, what you want the references to say. So it might be useful for you just to, if you're not sure what you want them to say, talk about the projects and programs, particularly in your case, that you've delivered, the return on your investment, so you can give your referee a steer down perhaps the kind of content that you want, because often or not, people don't know what they need to write. So you might want to help them by steering them perhaps down the areas that perhaps are important to you, that you might think that's really highlighting your strengths and your experience. So it's always good to give them a bit of guidance as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Juliana it took me a long time to get that answer, by the way. Juliana is based in Slovakia. Juliana, she'd like to know how the market is for PMO in the Netherlands. And I think she's looking for a first contract role out of Slovakia. And if not Dutch speaking, should that hold her back from applying? And is there any other tips to help her stand out from other candidates? She'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I think PMO market is quite buoyant. With regards to language skills, I mean, generally, if Dutch is required, it will say in an advert or in the advertisement, or the consultant that you're working with will tell you. Certainly, if you see it's written in Dutch, it generally means it's the Dutch requirement, or they will want somebody with Dutch language skills.
Yeah.
Certainly, the public sector or the government-based roles tend to want somebody who speaks the local language. But outside of that, I think English is a common business language across the Netherlands.
Unless there's customer-facing, interfacing.
It just absolutely depends. So I'll check each and every role that you're applying to for the foundation as to whether or not it's required or not.
Tips for her to stand out from other candidates?
I think PMO is difficult because it depends what level of PMO you are. Without speaking to you, there could be senior PMO, junior PMO. But I'd certainly say concentrate on the skills that you've or industries that you've focused on in the past. If it's an industry-specific role that you're applying for, stand up for the crowd. Well, video. I mean, you can get involved in video to make sure your LinkedIn profile is all nice and up to date and is relevant to the job hunting that you're doing. Yep. So if you're specifically looking at the Netherlands, maybe you want to put something along those lines actually on your profile.
Say that again, sorry, Mark, because I think we just lost the connection.
I was just saying, if you're looking to move to the Netherlands for work,
Yeah.
I'd make sure your LinkedIn profile reflects that.
Yes.
So you know things in sync. We've been using quite a lot of video technology recently, so that could work for you. You know, little short videos to who you are, what you do, what you can bring to the table with regards to PMO.
Yeah.
I think just go the extra mile, just follow up. A bit of telephone contact prior to an application is always good, and certainly after the application. What do you think of my profile?
I think that's great. I think, Juliana, you know, most customers who are looking for a PMO are looking for people who are organised, super organised, super strong communicators, and have an outgoing personality, because they're going to have to work with a lot of stakeholders. So Mark said a really good point there. You could create a little video that introduces yourself. Doesn't have to be long, maybe even a minute or so, and you could actually add that onto your LinkedIn profile. There's a media sector on the LinkedIn profile that you could add that. If you go into edit profile, you can add that in there. And again, if you can display across how your communication skills are, perhaps you can get some evidence to back up your organisational skills, and really just get you stand out from the crowd. You'd be miles ahead of anyone just doing those things alone.
Yeah, and again, I guess it goes back to the first question as well. If you've got any recommendations from what you've done in the past, get that included. Sure.
Fantastic. Okay, hope that was useful for you, Juliana. Kevin is from London, but working up in Norway as a project manager. Wanted to find out, on average, how many roles we think are filled without being advertised.
A lot.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to put a figure on that. And again, if you talk about Norway specific,
I think he's looking to come back. Maybe it's Norway, maybe it's London.
Yeah, but I think certainly there'll be roles that someone's already mindful for a referral system or referral scheme, or just simply knowing your network if you're a hiring manager. Others, consultants will have a very strong pool of resource for a specific client that they know is going to have a recurring skill set with regards to needs. I don't know. I'm to put a figure on it. I'm not sure, but I'd certainly say probably 50%.
Yeah, it's difficult, as Mark said, to put a figure on it. I think the key is, Kevin, a lot of roles are being filled without being advertised for a multitude of reasons, which it could include that they don't want those roles to be known out in the general public. It might be a replacement of an existing person. Could it be a replacement of a consultancy that's helping to support the company? It might be that they just don't want to be inundated with numbers of CVs and they want to be selective. Could be any reasons, and probably lots more beside that. So what I think is the important thing for you, Kevin, if you are looking, and you've got to constantly be networking, and you might come across both working with direct customers, your network, your peers, agencies, all there to help you to unearth those roles before they're even advertised.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
and
I guess look for consultancies or companies that hire regularly, even if they're not hiring at that moment in time whilst you're looking. Certainly, with regards to if it's a recurring theme that you want to work in Norway, go back at that. There's certainly who's been looking for people like you over the course of the last 6 months or a year or so.
Fantastic. And we've got one more question to go with Marcus. Before we ask that question, if you've got any questions that you want to ask us, you can send us your questions. If you go to vineresources.com, we've got a chat bot on our front of our website. You can add your questions in there. You can send it to us on Facebook as well. We'll be happy to have a go and answer your questions, whether it's the answer you're looking for, but I'm sure we'll give you some good information anyway. Marcus is working in Amsterdam, another guy over in Amsterdam, or he's already in Amsterdam. Wanted to know what the best way was to follow up after an interview to give him the best chance of securing a role.
Follow up after the interview. I'm presuming this is direct, or we could work in both scenarios.
Oh, you
could
talk
direct with
about
the customer. I guess a good way to follow up would be to thank him for their time, your interviewer. Thank him for his time. Get across your views of how you think the interview went. Maybe again, it could be an opportunity to highlight some key skills or key experiences that you felt were relevant to the company and the interview itself. And also, if it's not quite right, it might be a good opportunity to actually let them know that it didn't feel right and it's not the role for you, just to out of pure politeness. There may be questions that, having left the interview, you feel that you didn't get across well enough, or that you completely forgot about, or things that you wanted to express better. Again, it's an opportunity to do that. So for me, it's all about going back and giving them your feedback, requesting their feedback, and setting some timescales around that. I think that's certainly a good start. And that could work for both an agency or consultancy and directly with the end client.
And Marcus, again, if you're actually following up after your interview, you'll be in the top 10%, 20% of candidates, because I'm still quite surprised at how many people don't follow up after interview, particularly the company that they really want to join. And I think if you get in a habit forming of following up after every interview, even a courtesy of a text, email, phone call, thanking them for their time, you know, even if that position is not the right position for you at that moment in time, that person who's met you will long remember the way that you followed up and thanked them.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely correct.
Right, all our questions are done, so we'll be here next Monday before the Christmas break, so I hope you have a good Monday evening and we'll talk soon.
Enjoy.
Excellent, thank you Mark, good ones there today, thank you very much. Thank you.